It's week 1 of the NFL, where London will play host to a different kind of...
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here in London. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back to throw again. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job there.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in?
So Mike Tomlin correct in his assessment to throw the flag there. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Swinging this out for Pollard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get that underneath ETN. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll drop that underneath to ETN, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd down at 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens from 19 yards away. And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And fine. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer...
They're looking for land, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he's set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They go back to Pollard on second down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. London about set to take over on offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
from 8 yards out.
And the Black Knights are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn. And this one already a 2-touchdown game as they've just gone to halftime. Laviska Shenault, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in that first half. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 15.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes.
He's got room at the 30. Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown! A big play there. 54 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch in the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, great grab by Chase.
30, 10, and touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Back to throw again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Etienne is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a give here to Pollard.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Quentin Williams in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. First down, and it's Pollard again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jerry Jeudy halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 66 yards. And the Black Knights are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Another tote for Etienne.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 3.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
London about set to take over on offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. straight ahead, ETN.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to ETN.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Etienne once more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not every